Yo, what up, everybody? My name is TricksterShadow, and today I don't really have any major topics that I'm going to be talking about. It's more of just like little small stories or little small updates to Dead by Daylight, and so I figured I'd just condense them all down into one video and just talk about it for you guys. And so today, first off, we have an update to the NFT story that we've been talking about for the past few weeks. And so if you don't know, basically Dead by Daylight created a model of Pinhead for the Hellraiser chapter of DBD. The copyright holders of Hellraiser and of Pinhead took that model that Dead by Daylight created and created an NFT of it. If you don't know what an NFT is, you can find a video that I've done a couple weeks ago talking about why it's destructive for the environment, why it propagates and props up a system that just perpetuates really bad things, very illegal activities, very illicit activities. And so it's not good that behavior is associated with it. It's very, very bad. But a little small update to it. Yesterday, and today is October 26th, so the 25th, a crypto influencer tweeted out just kind of promoting Boss Protocol, which is the company behind the NFTs, promoting Boss Protocol's NFT of Pinhead and showing off some of the NFT variants. Because not only is it an NFT, but it's an NFT loot box to where you buy the NFT, but you have a chance to get like rarer NFTs. Maybe like if you buy like the right one and it rolls right. And so these are the ones. The original tweet was taken down because the crypto influencer deleted it, I guess. Really could be for a variety of reasons. It could be because they got sponsored by Boss Protocol, which if they got sponsored and then say it, that's kind of legal. But maybe they got paid by Boss Protocol to tweet out about it, and then the sponsorship ended. Is only for like 24-hour post, and they deleted it. Which I wouldn't hold it past it. A lot of crypto stuff is very shady, so I want to put it past them to just not convey that they're advertised, that they're advertising to people, not convey that they're sponsored. And so that definitely could be the case. It could be that they're getting too much hate, which I kind of doubt that it's because they're getting too much hate, because crypto people get bullied all the time just because they're dumb. It's a stupid system that they're propping up, and it hurts the environment so much and props up so many bad things. But anyways, here are some of the models that are going to be, or that have already been created, but are going to be sold as NFTs. And as you can see, these models are really dumb. They're just stupid, and it really makes you like, it seems like a meme, but like this is kind of part and parcel for NFTs. NFTs are usually like this. Usually they have like a base character and they just like throw sunglasses on the character or throw a hat on the character. And that's how they sell like multiple NFTs, because they're not really interested in actually selling artwork. They're interested in just having a little small variants that they can sell for equal amounts of money or for more money if they're more rare. Which the rareness is pretty much determined by the copyright holders, by the people that are selling the NFTs. And that's kind of a shady thing in itself. But yeah, these are the NFTs. Some of the NFTs that are going to be getting sold. Of course, there's 10,000 of them, so these are only 4 out of the 10,000, and they're just dumb. Like, it makes me really wonder. Like, it harkens back. Of course, like Dead by Daylight can't do anything about this. I'm sure that they knew about this, and they tweeted out that they knew that the NFTs were going to happen. That was part of like the license agreement, but. It kind of reminds me of like Behavior saying before, Dead by Daylight's creators, that they do like the locked sets, the outfits to where you can only wear all the pieces together. You can't like mix and match. They do the locked sets because they want to maintain the integrity of the license. And then it makes me think of this. They're the own license holders don't care about the integrity of the license. They have Pinhead with his face tattoo, smoking a cigarette. They have him in a backwards hat with the pen sticking out, and with a mohawk, and they have him with sunglasses on. And so I don't really think that, even like, for instance, these license holders really care about the integrity. So it's kind of funny. It just made me think about it. I thought it was pretty funny to see. But yeah, just a small update on that. Very stupid, very dumb. And another update, there is also some cosmetics that are coming out. The pyramid head, and here, let me see if I can see it. This is Twitter, so the quality is obviously really bad. But Pyramid Head is getting a blighted cosmetic, which is basically Dead by Daylight's Halloween cosmetics. So he's getting like the blight pustulas all over him, and little spikes. And then we're also getting James Sunderland from the Silent Hill franchise. And he's going to be a Cheryl locked set. So yeah, those are two cosmetics that are coming out. Literally just announced a little bit before I started recording this video. And then finally, the final thing that I want to talk about, well, not the final thing, but one of the final things that I want to talk about is the patch. So they're putting out a bug fix today. And let me just get past this. And if you guys haven't already seen it, there's some interesting things in here. Perk Clairvoyance, they added to where you can see the hatch now. So if you have Clairvoyance activated, which I believe is activated after you destroy a Dull Totem, or destroy a Totem in general, then now you can see the hatch, which is very cool. But they didn't address, there is a bug with Clairvoyance currently to where when you're activating it, you can push the killer, push the survivors, you can phase through the killer, and you can like evade Deathslinger shots, you can evade hatchets, so on and so forth. And they haven't addressed that yet. They haven't even mentioned it. And so there's no mentioning of that, but they made it to where you can see hatch auras. They also added hit validation to Dead Hard specifically. It's very interesting. I don't know why they didn't add this to all exhaustion perks, but I guess the Dead Hard, because Dead Hard has the most issues with it, where people will try to Dead Hard, they'll be exhausted on the floor, and they'll still get hit. And so they made it to where hopefully it's more consistent. And I'm curious to see how this plays out for Killer. This could turn out to be like kind of annoying for Killer, like kind of how hit validation is on pallets, where you'll get a hit and then you'll get stunned and the person's fully healthy on the other side. So we'll see how this is. But Dead Hard is very inconsistent, so it's good that they're trying to make it more consistent. It's good that they're trying to make their game more healthier. Just curious to see how it's conveyed, because if it's very obvious that it's a hit validation hit, then I can see people getting really upset about this. But I think it's a healthy change, good direction. But I'm curious to see how it's implemented. In the Midnight Grove event, select the Halloween challenge involving the event. Pumpkins will cause the pumpkins to react to your presence. Don't know what this means. What I'm guessing this means is there's some stuff in the bug fixes about them rotating towards the player. Maybe that, or maybe like they'll glow like a certain way if you have a pumpkin challenge. I have no idea. They also said that they fixed the infinite loading screens. Just some stuff with the auras. They let me see. They fixed some stuff with like visual effects with the haste, since you get haste on the pumpkins. That's something that people really noticed. They fixed the game crashing with boon totems. They changed the prompt for boon totems so it doesn't say self-care anymore. They adjusted medkit charge, or they adjusted like healing with a medkit when you're in circle of healing, so it doesn't pause it. Like that's how medkits used to be. You used to have to like use an entire medkit, it would pause you, and then you have to left click. But that doesn't happen anymore. It just continues on healing. Fix bug issue with clairvoyance, to where it would continue to be activated when you're healing or holding an item. Fix a spirit bug. Fix some challenges. They fixed Power Struggle, because Power Struggle was having some issues to where it just wouldn't work because of them implementing a system to where power standing on the same side doesn't work as often. I say as often because there is still instances of it working. But basically, if you try to power stand a killer on the same side of a pallet, it doesn't work as often now. And Power Struggle was getting hurt because of that, but now it's fixed, supposedly. Fixed a cosmetic issue with John Byers. Fixed an issue where you could basically do a daily multiple times. Fixed a lighting issue. Fixed a hatch spawn in Midwich where you can open it with a key. They fixed some issues to where you couldn't pick people on Larry's, which is issues that persist throughout the game. I feel like that there's always at least one spot to where there's some you can't pick up a survivor just on some map. They fixed the first to punch achievement. They fixed an issue with the humanitarian achievement. Fixed an issue with the Cenobite to appear inside the ground when teleporting to the survivor. They fixed an issue with twins drop a perfume, oblivious range. They fixed Victor's alert range, not be affected by other add-ons. They fixed an issue that caused people to be able to use Dead Hard and Battleline at the same time, which seems very niche, but I guess might as well fix it. Fixed an issue that caused the 5th Killer Instinct VFX tick to not appear if the survivor affected by the Killer Instinct is behind an asset. I don't know what this means. Really. Fixed an issue that caused the 5th Killer Instinct VFX tick, which is like the like the red spiral that appears whenever you get Killer Instinct to not appear if a survivor affected by Killer Instinct is behind an asset. I don't know what they mean by fifth Killer Instinct, but I guess they're making it more consistent. Apparently, there's a bug related to Killer Instinct. And fix a global issue that caused multiple totems not to be snuffed out on multiple maps. So yeah, just various fixes. And then there's also Larry's is disabled. And then they said that the Tangled hooks are not working as intended. So yeah, pretty much the key takeaways is Dead Hard got buffed technically. I wouldn't really say it's a buff, but it does buff the perk. But it's more just making the perk healthier, making the game healthier. Clairvoyance, of course, got the hatch change. Infinite loading screens are supposedly fixed, hopefully fixed. Boon Circle for healing no longer crashes. I wonder if it's going to be taking out the kill switch now. And that is pretty much it. Power struggles fixed, supposedly. And they fixed some issues with totems not being able to be snuffed out. So yeah, it's all pretty good. It's pretty decent bug fix. It's not massive, but it's a bug fix, so what can you really expect? And that's pretty much it. There's also one final thing that I wanted to talk about today that I wanted to show you guys. I found this video and I watched it on stream yesterday, and I thought I would kind of signal boost it because I feel like it's really well done. There's a video by YouTube user Choi. I'm going to link this down in the description down below, called Dead by Daylight Has a Cheater Epidemic. And I feel like this is a very, very good video talking about the cheater problem within Dead by Daylight and talking about like how people use the cheats, what kind of cheats they have. And it made me think, especially when I read that the Dead Hard got hit validation, because in this video, it actually shows some of the cheat menus. And one of the things in the cheat menus is auto Dead Hard. And so that's kind of scary because, well, I guess it doesn't really affect it because if people have auto Dead Hard, they'd be able to like do it anyways. But basically auto Dead Hard is you can perfectly evade every hit whenever the killer tries to attack you. Anytime the killer tries to attack you, you'll be able to Dead Hard it perfectly. And so it just made me, reminded me of that. But I highly suggest watching this video. Although one criticism that I do have about this video is that he puts in a little visual gag of him showing potential fog whispers.
That is.
And my name is crossed out. Which I don't have any problem with. I just think it's funny. It's just funny because like I wasn't brought up in the entire video, but like my name is crossed out in the fog whisper part. But yeah, very worth watching. Really the actual thing that I have criticism about with this video, and he doesn't really like hype up people that are cheating, but I would take what like anything that cheaters say with a grain of salt. Like for instance, these are DMs with a cheater and with somebody that sells cheats, and they say that 10% of the PC player base uses cheats. I highly doubt that, because if 10% of the PC player base of like the active player base uses cheats, that's like 5,000 people that are cheating at any given moment. And from my experience and from the experiences that I've seen of others, of the streamers and content creators, and of just people that play the game, cheating is pretty common nowadays, but it is not common enough to justify like 5,000 people cheating at any given moment, especially considering that I see a lot of the same cheaters. Like I'll see the same cheater, they'll get banned today, and then I'll see them tomorrow. And so I would feel like I'd be seeing many different types of cheaters, many different people, instead of just the same like people just over and over. If anything, I feel like the amount of cheaters maybe in like 1 to 2,000, I feel like that's a lot more reasonable. And that's just not like people like playing at any given moment. That's just 1 to 2,000 people playing like within like the month that are cheating. I feel like that's a lot more reasonable of a number. But yeah, highly recommend this video if you guys haven't watched it. Very good, very well put together. Very good content creator from what I've seen. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you want me to do more videos like this, just talking about like little tidbits of information about DB that are coming out, or any like DB related news stories, feel free to tell me down below if you liked the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. Have a good rest of your day, night, or whatever. Bye.